Hello, Pisces. Happy 2018. This is your full year tarot and astrology reading. So I'll be putting out 12 cards, each card representing 1 month. Yes. And then when I do the astrology, the moon, important moon dates for 2018, I'll just pick up each card and see how that relates to your card reading. And then you make the decision of how, and you can use that moon, whether you're meditating, whether you're tweaking your plans, whatever it is. Use it for relaxation, healing, what have you. All right? It's a good gumbo here. All right, here we go. All right, so we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Yeah. Okay, so we have the 8 of Staves. Oh my gosh. So it's starting off with like a challenge. This looks like a challenge. Okay, so let me take a look and see 2 major arcanas. Okay, Wheel of Fortune for April. And then for September, you have the Strength card. Okay, so you're starting off January with the competition, with challenges. Maybe someone feels that they have to challenge you, or you perceive that people are against you. Okay, for whatever it is, this 8 of Staves is coming in, and see what it means for you. Okay, it represents fast moving, speed. It could represent actions of yourself or others that led up to this situation, movement, any kind of travel by air, but it's also fire. The staves represent fire. Okay, so it's either for you seeing how drama starts around you, or how to avoid conflicts that you really don't need to be a part of. Okay, and any kind of changes that needs to happen quickly in your life to avoid any kind of arguments, confrontations, any kind of challenges. Okay, anything that would require more of your action than you need it to be required of. Okay, so and it represents things moving very, very quickly for you, right? So things will pick up its pace. Okay, so know that things will move fast, and what you can do in January is to make sure that you're on top of everything. All right, the 2 of Staves. Now the 2 of Staves comes in, and when I see this, I want the message of being clear. Okay, how can you be clear with yourself, right? What are you saying, and how are you saying it? Okay, and then sometimes, you don't even have to say things. Sometimes the vision is just only yours. There's a globe here, and maybe you can see this vision, this future plan you have, how it will progress. The decision that you made, you feel solid in it. And of course, when you make a decision, you'll discover new things. You will find out new things as you go along the way. So sometimes when you come up with an idea, someone that you think is your friend might laugh at it, and say, "Oh, that won't work." But you still have that idea, and you would not expect that person to say that. They might have their own shortcomings, and they see you trying to do something positive for yourself, and they're jealous about it. So Pisces, make sure that it's clear in your mind. Some things you don't have to share, and be strong enough when you share it. You say, I have enough faith in it, and I'm only going to be spending my time with people that are willing to help and feel like there's a benefit for that, and any other way I spend my time will be a waste of time because it's not towards my goal. So this year you got to get really focused for yourself, so you don't find yourself in the same situations that really feel like they're bringing you down. You know, they're not uplifting situations for you. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles comes in, and this is March, and you're going to get yourself into a routine, and getting yourself into a routine will help you to succeed throughout the year. Okay, getting yourself in a routine will keep your mind off of anything negative. Bring yourself back to being positive and keeping your mind fresh. Okay. Your major arcana is in April. Yay. Let me line that up. Your major arcana is in April. And this major arcana is about the flow of life. So things go up, things go down. You know, this is life. This is the wheel of fortune. So how are you with changes? How are you with changes? Ask yourself that. You know, sit in silence and say, okay, how do I feel about things changing around me? How do I handle that? How do I perceive it? Right? Am I looking at everything from every angle? So the cycle of life, get comfortable with the cycle of life. Maybe study the cycle of life, you know, life, death, all these changes. For some of you, you might be holding on to someone that has passed away or something like that. How do you come to terms with life and death? Okay, for others, it's about luck. It's like, oh, this is going great for me right now. But how do you handle the downtimes? And destiny. You know, maybe you're having thoughts about what's meant to be, what's not meant to be, right? Maybe you're thinking about your actions, which is your karma, right? And how can you do things that are more good, better, have a good outcome, and create that kind of environment around you that is good energy. Okay, that is your April. May, it looks like you're having. This can mean several different things for different people. It all depends. So whenever I get this card, and this one has been coming up a lot, the 10 of Pentacles, you know, that's been coming up a lot. So with how everything is going in your reading so far, you just had the Wheel of Fortune in April. So okay, I had to pause for a second, but so this 10 of Cups, my apologies, this 10 of Cups is coming up a lot. Okay, so I've noticed it in other readings. So when you're watching the other videos, look up and see which other videos have the 10 of Cups and in what month. Okay, but the 10 of Cups is coming up, and like I was saying, this is like getting together with family, or some kind of happy celebration. Could be an anniversary for some of you. It could be signing a contract with a group of people, or starting a business, or getting a group of people to help you with a certain type of project. So you guys are on the same page. Okay, it's happiness, it's harmony. It could be a marriage. Okay, so I'm looking ahead at the other card. So for you Pisces, I feel like this is more geared to you working on something that will benefit you. And after it benefits you, it will benefit people that you love, your relationship, right? Let me see. So nothing, I don't see anything that is too much of a relationship or not. So now we're moving to June, and you have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is about making the correct decision that is actually the best decision. You might have 4 decisions that is good, is lucrative, it's great, and 9 times out of 10 we know which one we should take first because it will work out good, and we just have to shift our mind and find that joy in our day, you know, the day-to-day routine of it. So or make the best of it. So you know that this will work, and then give yourself a time period of when you will you would like to progress or stop or whatever your goal is. So do what you know will work. Okay, less fantasy and more reality. I really like that. Okay, and you know that it will work. You'll be really a good move. You're having like a lot of cups here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups. 1, 2, 2 staves. Yeah. And then pentacles 1, 2, 3. Okay, and 2 major arcanas. Okay, I believe that's what it is. Yeah. So with this one, it's 9 of cups. And 9 of cups is that I feel like it's more like your confidence, right? The confidence and feeling satisfied, feeling successful, feeling that your goal has been accomplished. Okay? And this is for July. So July, we're having 2 eclipses. So this is a great time to keep that energy up. And for you Pisces, I feel like it's a win-win at the end of summer, because now you have your lust card, the 8 of cups, and you're looking at things that you want and things that you need. And then how do you go about accomplishing that? Now we have the strength card, a major arcana for September. Okay, the strength card. So in August, there's an eclipse, and you can really use that to benefit you, because you have the strength card here in September. So this will help manifest that, and also here. So how can you use this? Are you a Pisces with Leo rising? Then you're just gonna rock it. If you're a Pisces and you have a fire sign that's rising, you tend to be very strong. Okay, so look into that as well. Also, if you have an earth. You know, if you have air, that's good too, but you have to do more to stay focused. Page of Pentacles. So page brings messages, right? When we see our pages, okay? And whenever I see the pages, the first thing I think of is, what is your word? What is your message? And especially when it comes to finances, I think of finances. So like the start of it. Okay, is another way of looking at it. This is going to be October. Okay, so how are you with your finances? Financial opportunity. Maybe you find a new way of doing the job you're already doing, or maybe you have a new job. So when I think of this, I think if your initial, what was your initial, and this is around the holiday time, October. So what's your initial understanding of money? You know, your start as a child, like how did you view money? How were you taught to view money? So and how were you taught to manifest things? Can you manifest things? You know, and now you have to teach yourself how to manifest things and different techniques to do this. A lot of people who are successful, they don't really talk about, in the past, now some do, but some people are very private on how they boost themselves to be successful. So a lot will find their best way of meditating to keep their mind sharp. You know, and then you notice when you don't, a lot of things affect you that shouldn't, and just throw you off your course. So how can you stay focused, right? There's financial opportunities. So how are you going to make this one work to benefit you best? October. Okay, November, 3 of Pentacles. This is about being diligent, being focused on your work. Okay, so again, this is all earth energy. Okay, I'm going to have to go back to those cards. I'll go back to those 2 major arcanas. Okay, so now looking at this 3 of Pentacles, this person, it's like, I feel like this is like proving yourself to others. For some reason, you might feel like you have to like show, like, hey, this is my work. I'm actually doing it, explaining it, kind of back to, maybe it will reflect back to your January, where you have this idea and it's clear to you, and then explaining it to someone else. But here I feel like you might be tested, kind of like, okay, are you doing your work? What is your work? How does it look like? Explaining it to others. Maybe you'll have more people on your team, and you're going to have to train someone and how to do the work. And how you can fulfill this goal, right? Because it's November. and learning, learning from yourself and really learning from others. You can learn from people that you might, if you happen to have this idea of looking down on someone, maybe they don't have enough degree as you or whatever, that is silly, because a person can be born with a natural talent for something, right? So you can learn from anyone and anything. And maybe, someone will invite you out to, I don't know, an orchestra, a play, or something that you'll never go to, right? Some outdoor activity or something that you'll never be interested in, and someone invite you to go there, and boom, that idea clicks. Your mind is relaxed, you're having fun, you're looking at something that you really wouldn't pay attention to, frees up your mind, you see something, you're like, oh my gosh. And I laugh at people who think that certain things don't connect. Your inspiration can come from anywhere. Some people are so limited and so ready to laugh at someone, make fun of someone, where they could actually learn something. So this Three of Pentacles is really going to bring in new ideas through you knowing how to be a team player. And if you don't, maybe you could read books on it and learn how to work with a group of people, different personalities, yada yada, all of that stuff. Okay, so that earth energy, wonderful. So we're going into December, and we have the Page of Cups. We got some water, some emotion. Your water is here. Hello. Okay. And this is like is this your second page? Let me scan here. Yeah, so we have the Page of Pentacles over here, and now we have the Page of Cups. So your initial view on money, right? And then how you were treated with your emotions, right? How were you treated as a child when you expressed your emotions, right? A message of creativity, this is for you. I feel like it's a very loving card, emotions, love, and it's gentle. It's emotion, so it's caring about how you feel. So ending the year with you caring about yourself, doing something for yourself, okay? And maybe making 2018 December as relaxing and low-key as possible. Okay, that's probably what you need. If you have to go, if you do holiday stuff, you could just chill while you're there. You just like relax, or I know some water signs this year decide not to even bother go out too much. They might have other plans, so it'll be more low key for you, more on healing, and you actually spending the new year planning for your next year. And the planning doesn't have to be in a negative context. It could be, it's a fun thing. You're alive, so think of things that you can do for your own survival, but also work, but also to enjoy your life. So see what these plans are. Okay, so let's go into the astrology of it all, and see what the moon cycle is. So January 31st is a lunar eclipse in Leo. So what can you do? Things are moving faster. Usually when things move fast, you feel like you're being challenged. You feel like just chaotic in your mind, and your mind can start building up all these garbage and frustration. So make sure that you are planning ahead and really making room for certain things, maybe clear away clutter, stuff like that. February 15th, solar eclipse in Aquarius, an air sign with water, very strong water energy. So how can you use that to better yourself, your year, your month, the weeks ahead? So you're taking everything now week by week. January, February, March, April, May, you have the 10 of Cups. Okay, so May 16th is Uranus in Taurus, and for this month, along with you receiving the 10 of Cups and what it means for you, also look into what you can change that's not working. And if it's not working for you, or who it's not working for, really look into it in a detailed way. It also, this also has to do with banking and finances too, when you have the Uranus in Taurus, okay? New ways of thinking, maybe traditional things that you're doing, you can tweak that, right? And that Taurus energy will bring in that kind of grounding that is needed. Okay, so we have May, June, and July. June to July, June 26th to about August 27th is Mars retrograde. And with that, Mars is a very powerful energy, right? And your willpower might feel a little effect from that, might feel overwhelmed. It mainly affects Aries and Scorpios ruled by Mars, right? So if that's in your north node, you'll feel it more. If it's in your moon, if it's in your rising sign, you'll feel it more, and also north node. So for July, with that Mars retrograde, you also have July 12th, the 12th of July, solar eclipse in Cancer. How can you use that? July 27th, lunar eclipse in Aquarius again. Okay. Now, August, you have Seven of Cups, okay? So with Seven of Cups in August 11th, you have a solar eclipse in Leo. Now, this is really good. How can you use that, Pisces? And Pisces, if any of these signs in the eclipse is your north node or your rising sign, boom, you better get it. Use it up, right? So Libra and Taurus will feel the Venus retrograde, which takes place October 5th to November 17th. So this is a time to learn about love and difficulties in love and what you say. Maybe it's time for all the signs to really see how they can make themselves better in their communication. So October to November. October is the Strength card, and Page of Pentacles. I can't forget to go over this. I'll go over these two major arcanas. So Libra and Taurus will feel this Venus retrograde October 5th to November 17th. Anything to do with love will have delays in it or hardship. You'll notice that. More difficulties in giving and receiving love. So if it's business, if it's family, you might feel like, you just, for some odd reason, drained or looking at the negative aspect of someone else's action in regards to how they love you. So just be mindful of that, Sagittarius and Pisces will feel November 8th. So here's November. The Three of Pentacles is in your tarot card reading for November. November 8th, Jupiter in Sagittarius. Jupiter likes to be in charge of everything. If there's a boss, he wants to be the boss of bosses, the king, that's the top king of all the other kings, the top god of all the other gods. It's a masculine energy, right? So it's in Sagittarius for a year, and this Jupiter energy with Sagittarius is a traveler, the explorer, right? So I would think things that have to do with travel will be an issue because there's a control conflict. The negative aspects of Jupiter is that it likes to use the knowledge it gains against someone else, against others. You'll see people twisting words, possibly actions, trying to make it negative. And they make it negative so that they can gain power or some form of control, right? Or to win, if you will. The positive aspect is to stay focused and to take action that will contradict negativity to be something that's good, okay? And of course, Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Pisces. So Pisces, you'll be really feeling this Jupiter in Sagittarius. And notice that whatever the person is doing with this Jupiter energy or events, if this Jupiter energy is to see how far their action can go, as far as distance, reach. So it's very intelligent. So it plans ahead and it sees how it can potentially last, the lasting power of an action or something, the distance it can go, the possibility of the action or something or to someone or for someone. So see how that plays into your Three of Pentacles in the work that you're doing. Okay, so what I wanted to mention that I forgot, the Wheel of Fortune. How are we on time? We're good. Oh, it's gonna get it in focus. The Wheel of Fortune. I hope it wasn't blurry for a while because I was so focused. The Wheel of Fortune card. In the Journey of the Fool, because in the lesson of it all, right? The Wheel of Fortune is on the mental plane. So it's your mind, when I was doing that tarot reading, your mind handling ups and downs, successes, all of that changes. Okay, that's really important to, and I love that part. I love doing this part. Now, the strength card is also the mental, right? And you got the strength card for the year. So also, you know, is there a Leo in a prominent part of your chart, Pisces? So for this month, which is September. So the strength card is a mental state of being, a mental plane. So your mind is very powerful and what you're saying to yourself, how you're using it, you know, and so forth. So happy 2018. I hope you like your reading. And I'll be making more videos for January 31st, lunar eclipse in Leo, February, all those special lunar dates. And also for the new moon and full moon, I'll jump on here and do a 12 card reading. I used to do that in the beginning, and a couple of people were like, oh, I didn't like it. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, I like it. And I stopped doing it. So I really need to jump back in and get into that. I think you guys will like it. Let me know. Leave a comment. Thank you, Pisces. Have a beautiful, beautiful 2018. Peace.